We are so excited to do another team training. And tonight we have Diane, who's going to be talking to us about Comp Plan 101, giving us all the basics on the comp plan. She even has a flip chart, y'all. I'm such a visual person. And when I saw that she did this for one of our opportunity groups, I was like, girl, you need to speak to our whole team because we haven't talked about the comp plan for a while. So I thought it'd be a good refresher. So thank you so much, Diane, for joining us tonight. Will you tell us, you're a fairly new stylist to Color Street, right?
Yes, I started in February of this year.
Yeah. Awesome. That's incredible. It's so cool that you just kind of dove right in and got super knowledgeable about the comp plan, which I think is super smart because then you know how to maximize it. So tell us a little bit about your Color Street journey before you jump into the comp plan.
Okay, so I had been in banking for the last 25 plus years, so that's kind of why, I'm a numbers person. And I had seen Color Street demoed at a vendor fair kind of a thing back in the fall, and started looking into it and doing some research and just trying to see, if it was something I thought would work for me. And along that journey was watching videos online and just checking things out, and ran across Laura Brown, who's been my mentor through this. And so Laura and I connected, and she's been really great at just answering a bunch of questions for me. And so, it kind of took me from October to February to finally make the plunge, and started then, and then just really, started things rolling, and, just got going on everything. And I'm doing like vendor shows most weekends, and just, decided to totally dedicate myself to Color Street. So I quit my full-time job and I just jumped in. So here I am.
Yeah, good for you. I love it when people just jump all in. That's kind of was how I did it. You just burn the boats.
Yeah.
Go all in.
Got to do it.
In fact, I saw the cutest quote that said, if you want to be balling, you got to be all in.
That's cute.
So let's have you dive in. You've got all these great visuals for us, and I'm such a visual person, so I can't wait to see, and I will chime in here and there too.
Okay, sounds good. So as you said, I just started this flip chart here just to kind of make it make a little bit more sense. So I'll just start at the very beginning. When you first join Color Street, the first thing you need to do is work to become a BQ stylist. So that means bonus qualified. So this really is the key to everything at Color Street with regards to the comp plan. So to be a BQ stylist, you need to have $300 in personal volume, or PV. So you'll see it referred to as PV a lot throughout these charts. And so what that means is that's the amount that you personally sell or that you buy yourself, through your own personal sales. And then, so in order to be BQ monthly, you need to be BQ monthly, in order to be paid on your team's volume. So as you start to grow your team, it's going to be really important that you have that 300 every month. However, we're not required as stylists to have that every month. You're required to have it at least once every 6 months to remain active. So that's to start. Once you get that under your belt, the company has developed a plan to help us to succeed, and that's called is a jump start. So the jump start is the first level of the jump start is for 35 days, and so that gives you time to get your box, get it opened, and figure out your launch party and everything. And then from that point, you need to sell or buy $1,000 in product the first 35 days, and when you do that, then you will get a $50 product credit. You also have an opportunity if you enroll one stylist who also BQs, so she also hits the $300 mark in that first 35 days that she's a stylist, then you will receive a $50 product credit from that. So this right here is unique of this. So if you were to receive your person and she got her 300, you would get the $50 product credit whether or not you sold $1,000, and vice versa. If you sell $1,000 but you don't have anybody underneath you, you would still get your $50 product credit here. However, it's a great opportunity to get $100 of credit to help you get going and help you build inventory. So that's your first goal. As soon as you BQ, start working on your jump start. Okay.
I'm going to put in there I think it's super smart also to, as a new stylist, my approach was with the jump starts was I wanted to hit my jumpstart bonus so I could tell my future stylists that come along a year down the road, 2 years down the road that I was able to do it and that they can do it too. So I just had to mention that approach because you want to think ahead, that you want to be able to say, hey, I did it and you can do it too.
Exactly. Yeah. And then once you do it and then you have people under you, then you're going to receive extra jump starts all the way down the road as the stylists that come under you hit their jump starts. So it's real important that you try to hit these jump starts as quickly as possible. So this is your first two again. So the $1,000 or have a stylist under you to BQ. So that's going to set you up for success. The next level that you're going to go to is a senior stylist. So in order to be a senior stylist, you have to BQ, which is the $300 in the month of the promotion. You have to reach $1,000 in group volume. So group volume means you and everybody that's beneath you in your downline. So everybody you recruited and everybody they've recruited. Okay. So you need to reach at least $1,000 minimum in group volume, and then you need to have a minimum lifetime group volume of 2,000. So basically, this is 1,000 in 1 month, in that 1 month, the same month, and this is a 2,000 for the lifetime of your group. Okay, and then you also need to have 2 legs with a BQ stylist or above. So it can always be above. That's just a minimum. So what this looks like, just to kind of show you visually. So first off, to be bonus qualified, you would have the 300 personal volume. And so this is going to be you. Now you're a BQ stylist. Okay. Then to get to the senior stylist, again, this is you. And can you see that okay, Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you're going to have you, and then you're going to BQ. You're going to hit your 300 in personal volume. And then as you come down from you, the way that the chart works is that for that line, you're going to have these legs, is what we call it. So coming down from you, you're going to have a BQ stylist here who's also hit his or her 300, and then a BQ stylist here that hits their 300. So senior stylist, you at the 300, both of them at 300, $1,000 in the current month between all 3 of you, and then 2,000 lifetime group volume. So that may seem like it's a lot, but really as you start to progress, most people will not hit the senior stylist in the first month. So as you start out and you get your 300, or maybe you get 400 or 500, you start going, you're going to have a chunk of that 2,000 right in that first month. And then as you roll into the second month and you start going, if you're adding people so you can be hitting your jump starts, well, then the people you're adding are going to help you in that volume to get to 2,000, and you're going to be there in no time. So don't let the numbers overwhelm you, because by the time you get to these levels to level up, you're going to be there. So
rank tracker that are helping you kind of visually build these out the way that Diane's showing you. So we have those in our Team Nailed It Facebook group. If you're like, how am I going to remember all this? You can print off the rank trackers so you can see it visually.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so then once you do that, another thing to mention is that in order to rank up to a senior stylist, you have to have 2 people that BQ. So this is like a perfect scenario. You pull 2 people in, they immediately BQ, and both of them are rolling strong. But we all know the reality is oftentimes we pull people in, and maybe they wanted to join for the discount, or they're working and everybody has life things, kids and all that stuff. So we don't always we're not always able to hit that BQ the very first thing as we're starting to ramp up our business. So the reality may be something more like this, like you're going to get people under you and you go out and you're working hard to recruit. So maybe you recruited like your neighbor and your best friend and, somebody from work and your sister and your mom. Okay. So you've got all of these people under you, and out of these people, like this person did 100, this one did 180, this one does 400, this one does 250, this one does 300. So it's not just getting 2 people under you, but it's getting the 2 people that actually hit the 300 mark under you is when you will be able to rank up. So in this scenario, you can see that if you add up, and that's what I did down here, you add yourself with these people, then you were at $1,530, even just with that small amounts that everybody did. So that was just kind of a visual to show you that it's very possible to get to that 2,000 really quickly with your whole group. And everybody that's on your group is going to add to that group volume, regardless of whether or not they BQ or not. Okay.
Awesome. Can you put your flip chart a little closer? There you go. Perfect.
Okay. And so then the next level from senior stylist is to go to a team leader. So in order to be a team leader, the criteria is that, of course, you have to BQ. So that's really important all the way down the line. So hit your 300 of personal volume or personal sales. And then you have to have your group volume in the month that you rank up needs to be at least 2,500. Okay. Your group lifetime group volume needs to be at least 5,000. And you need to have 2 legs that BQ or higher. So 2 legs of a BQ stylist hitting the 300, and then 1 additional leg needs to have a senior stylist. Okay, so that's the criteria written, and this is what it looks like on paper. So you're going to have you BQing, of course. You're going to have 2 people that both hit their BQ, and then you're going to have your senior stylist, and this senior stylist has the 2 ladies or gentlemen underneath her that also hit the BQ. So you're going to be a team of 5 at that point, the 2 under your senior and then the 2 under you. Okay. And again, the 2,500 group volume and the 5,000 group volume for a lifetime. Okay. One important thing to note is that anytime you're trying to rank up, you cannot have the amount of money that's sold to hit these volumes be all on one particular leg. So if your senior stylist and her 2 stylists underneath her are going super strong and they're making all the money and these 2 are only making the 300, that's not going to be enough to get you to team leader. So you can only have 50% from 1 leg. So again, this is a leg, this is a leg, and this is a leg. So 1 leg can only have a maximum of 50%. So you just got to keep that in mind. And again, you know, when you're online in our back office, you can go in and you can see the different levels and you can see exactly what you need in order to rank up to the next level, each consecutive level. So you'll be able to see how close you are to hitting that goal, and you'll see where it's telling you that your group volumes and your cap you know, lifetime or the cap, and that cap plays into this 50% per leg. So hopefully that makes sense. And all right, so then from
yeah, really quick. This, if you guys are visual like me, and I'm loving all of Diane's visuals, also print off. This is the actual comp plan that Color Street put out. It's a comp plan graphic. It's in your back office. It's also in Team Nailed It. Print this bad boy off and leave it somewhere where you can memorize it. I literally, when I first joined, I would look at this every day and be like, okay, so how does that work? How does that, you know, the more you look at it, the more sense that it makes. And this is the other half of it that has the compensation plan summary with all the 10 different ways that you can maximize the comp plan. So this is a great resource to use even when you're listening to this, you know, this video right now. Right. It might be good to follow along with this.
Yeah, and also those are in your welcome kit too. So you should have it printed out for you.
Yes.
Okay. So then you're a team leader and you have this, you know, you have your 5 stylists underneath you and you guys are starting to really rank up. Okay. So now it's important to remember that you have your next jump start coming up. And so in 65 days, which is basically 2 months, you need to buy or sell 2,500 in products and you're going to get a $75 product credit. Okay. You also want to enroll 3 bonus qualified stylist and get another $75 product credit. Again, these are individuals, so you can hit one without hitting the other, but the best case scenario, you want to hit as many of these jump starts as you possibly can, because that's going to give you the extra inventory to be able to either do prizes and giveaways or to be able to sell the extra to keep rolling your business forward. And again, you know, as Kelly had mentioned, the more you do, then the more you can honestly tell your team beneath you that you were able to do it and show them that it is something possible, that they are going to be able to hit these goals. So it's very doable and you just got to stay focused on it, which again, when you have it printed out in front of you, it's a lot easier to stay focused and remember where you're at and where you need to get to by what days and everything. So, and again, all the jump starts are in our back office, so you can reference how close you are and what your deadlines are. Okay, and the third and final jump start that they offer is the 95-day jump start. And so in the 95 days, you want to buy or sell 4,000 in product, and you would get $150 product credit. So that's going to give you a lot of extra nail strips, and that's a really great jump start to try to achieve. And then in addition to that, you would want to rank up to team leader, which is what we just went over. And so in ranking up to team leader, if you're able to do it in 4 commission periods, you would get $100. If you're able to do it in 3 commission periods, which is even sooner, then you would get a $200. You would get $200. Okay. So again, you know, use these jump starts to your advantage. Help use them to help you grow your business and keep things propelled forward. Okay. So why do you want to jumpstart? Because you're going to get free product credit. When you get up high, you're actually going to get money in hand paid through, you know, your Color Street payments. You're going to grow your business quicker. You can tell your team that you did it, and you know, that seems to go a long way with everybody. You know, it just seems like if everybody else above you can do it, then you know that you can do it too. And then when you enroll a stylist who hits his or her jumpstart rewards, you're going to receive a matching reward as long as you've BQ'd. So that's huge, and that's going to help you, you know, to always be getting extras. Okay, the next level up is a director. And so in order to get to director, you need to do your BQ, sell your 300, and then you need to, actually flip one more real quick. Okay. You must BQ, and then you need to have 7,500 in group volume in the current month. You need to have 20,000 in lifetime group volume. You need to have 1 leg that's a BQ stylist, 2 legs that are senior stylist or above, and 1 leg that's a team leader. Okay, so you've continued to grow your team, and now you have here a team leader. The team leader, again, remember from the last chart, has your 2 BQ stylist, and then you have your senior stylist that has the 2 underneath her. So that right there was what you were at team leader. Now that's 1 of your legs. You have to have at least 1 leg that's a BQ stylist, and then you need to have 2 legs that are each a senior stylist, each with 2 underneath them. Okay, so this is the minimum layout that you would need in order to become a director. And remember, 1 leg can only have up to 50% of the volume. So you need to make sure that you're leveling out the cells, or you're helping to encourage and grow the other legs within your team, because as you help them to grow, it's going to help you and everybody, you know, down the line, everybody's going to be growing from it together. Okay, 7,500 group volume in the current month, 20,000 for the lifetime. All right, so going back to the main chart, I'm going to stop there with going up in the levels, but just to kind of give you a visual that you BQ, and then you have your senior stylist, then you have your team leader, and then you have the director. And then from there, you're going to go up to senior director, executive, senior executive, and then the national, and then all the sapphire, ruby, emerald, and diamond. So there's tons of room for growth. And the main thing is just to stay focused on what the next step is for yourself, what your next goals are, and just keep working to try to achieve the next step and the next step as you go. Okay. So then the next question is, how are you going to BQ, and how are you going to start making money in this? Because it's really great to add a bunch of people, but we still need to understand how we make money. So we make money, first off, by selling our product. So when you sell your product, your sales is your PV, or your personal volume, and you're going to receive commission on whatever your personal volume is. Okay. So you're going to receive a weekly commission check on your personal volume. So if you're at 0 to 599, just under 600, your base retail commission is going to be 25%. So if you sell $100, you're immediately going to get $25. So that's a really nice perk from Color Street, because you don't have to wait all the way till the end of the month to get paid. You're going to start seeing that coming back, little checks right off the bat. If you sell something, you immediately get paid on it. So that's, I'm sorry?
I said,
yeah, it's great, especially when you're brand new and you're really trying to build, to start seeing those checks coming in. It can be really encouraging. So then we break it down. And so we basically go from 600 up to just below 1,200. And when you get 6 to 12, you're going to be at 3% extra commission. When you go 12 to 18, you're going to get 5% extra, and 18 to 20, just under 24, 23.99, you're going to get 7%. And if you can hit that 2,400, you're going to get 10%. So what that means is is that instead of making 25% commission, now you've made 28%, or you've made 30, 32, and 35. So if you're at a point where you're hitting the 2,400 in personal sales, then you would be making 35% commission on those personal sales. Now, one thing to remember is that this right here is your base retail commission. This is the part that you're paid weekly. All of this you're paid at the end of the month. So they wait to see which level they're going to pay you at before they pay you this extra amount at the end of the month, okay, which you do have to wait to get it. But the really super part about that is that Color Street is not paying you 3% of the amount that's 600 to 1,200, or 5% of the amount, you know, that, let's say you sell 1,400 and you're in here. You're not getting 5% just of that amount. You're getting 5% from that very first dollar. So they're going to go back and they're going to go, okay, all together you sold 1,400. Let's give her another 5% of that 1,400. Okay, so that's going to help you to really get that nice check at the end of the month when you have this extra amount that you're going to get over your 600 here. So make sure as you're watching your monthly totals, if you're close to that 600 or you're close to 1,200, you know, don't let your month end when you're like at 1195. You go in and you make sure you get that last strip order to where you bump yourself over so that you get that extra percentage, because that's something really important. You don't want to leave money on the table in that. So hopefully that makes sense. And so that's your base retail. This is your enhanced retail. And with the Jumpstart bonuses, that's the marketing phase and the first 3 steps to building your business up. Okay. And once you do that, then what's going to happen is then you're going to start to get paid as you rank up from your BQ stylist. You're going to start to get paid on your downline. So how does that work? This is what we do. When this is you and you've BQ'd, and everybody that's across that first level here, level 1, you're going to get paid a level 1 3% on, and you're going to get paid for enrolling those people an additional 3%. So everybody that you directly enroll that's on your level 1, you're going to receive a 6% commission on. So if they sell $1,000 between them, you get 6% of 1,000. If they sell 10,000, you get 6% of 10,000. So that's why it's important to be adding people to your team constantly, because if you're adding people all through your journey, then those people are going to be making money for you, even if you have a month where you're sick or you're super busy at your regular job, or you know something's going on like holidays and stuff. You're still getting money because the people under you are still working for you. Okay, so you're going to get 6% of everybody you personally recruited that's on your level 1 right here as a BQ stylist. Okay. Then remember, the next step was a senior stylist. So as you went up to a senior stylist, now you have people under you on the first level. And then this person would be a person that this person recruited. So you have the 2 stylists you recruited, and then you have a stylist that this stylist recruited. Okay. So these people are considered level 1. So you're going to get your 3% of level 1. And then you're going to get your enrollment 1 of 3% on them. So the 6%, like we just went over. Okay, this person is considered a level 2 because see, they're 2 drop down from you. So on this person, you're going to receive a 3% commission on whatever they sell. Okay, you do not, as a senior stylist, you do not receive the enroller 2 level. So you'll only receive 3% on this level, 6% here, and 3% here. Okay, and a senior stylist is always paid 2 levels deep. Okay. Then you rank up and now you become a team leader. Okay. So as a team leader, now you would have these people underneath you. So again, you're getting your 6%, just like the last chart. This is you and this is a 6%. And then directly underneath them, you're going to have the people that your senior stylist recruited. So these stylists, you're going to get your the level 2 3%. But now that you're a team leader, you're also entitled to get 3% on level 2 of the enroller. So now you're making 6% on these people, but you're also making 6% on these people. And then also, besides that, when these people start recruiting and they're getting people under them, as a team leader, not only are you getting the 6% for the 2 levels deep, like I showed you, but you're also getting a level 3. So again, this is level 1, level 2, level 3. You're getting the level 3, 3%. Now, one important note, you will not receive an enroller 3 bonus. There's no 3% for the enroller 3. So we go 2 levels deep on the enroller, and then we go multiple levels deep on the levels. Okay, so you're going to get 6%, 6%, and 3% when you're a team leader. Now, if you were a senior stylist back here and you had somebody down here, even though they're down here, you would not be able to get paid on them because you're only at a senior stylist. So that's why it's important as you're doing this to make sure that you're hitting the minimums you need to rank up, so that when those people start rolling up underneath you, that you're going to get paid on those people deeper and deeper into your downline. Okay, so that's your team lead. And then this right here is just to kind of show you an example. So one of the things that's important to remember as you build your team is that you don't want to build wide, that you want to build deep. So make sure that you're building your team up and down instead of building it wide. So in this particular scenario, I wanted to show you, like I have, so pretending this is me and I have BQ'd. And one important thing, if I have all of these people underneath me and I don't BQ, I didn't get paid on any of this at all. I only got paid on me. So you have to BQ every month once you get these people underneath you, so that you're getting all of your money and you're not leaving money on the table. So make sure that you have that really clear. So as a team lead, I have this person here is a BQ stylist. She has 2 people underneath her, but neither one of them are BQing right now. So they're just getting started. Then I have this BQ person that doesn't have anybody underneath them at all. So they're making sales, but they're not recruiting. That's okay. Some people are like that at their business. They're not at a point where they want to recruit. That's fine too. Okay, then I have a senior stylist here, and my senior stylist has a senior stylist under her, and then she has people under her, and then there's also other people out here. This person is not BQing, that's why I put the X there, but you can see that she's recruiting, and then one of the people under her is working hard to recruit too. Okay, and then I have a couple of people who are just BQing, nobody underneath them, and then I have a senior stylist who again has the 2 people under her BQing, and then one of them is starting to grow her team. And then I have this person who's a BQ, and this person has a BQ person under them, and that person is knocking it out of the park. So this person is recruiting all these people, and everybody's recruiting everybody, and they've got all this stuff, but this person is still stuck being a BQ stylist, and she can't get up to the senior stylist because she's only recruited one person. So that's where it's really important to watch those charts and make sure that you understand what it takes to rank yourself up. See, this person only has 4 people under them, where this person already has like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people under her, but she's lower than she is in rank because of the way that they're stacked under her. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Then this person has 1 person under her, and then this BQ stylist has 2 people that are not BQing. Okay, so right here, everybody I've enrolled them wide, and I'm building my team really, really wide. So you can see here that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people across. Okay, so that's not the wisest way to build your team. So what you want to do instead, and your upline will be able to help you with this, is that as a team lead, you are able to move people from across your first level and move them deeper into your chart. Okay, you will receive training on this when you get to a point of being a team lead, so that you understand how it works. And of course, your upline sponsor will be able to coach you through that as well. So as a team lead, keep in mind that you get paid 3 levels deep. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to look at my levels, look at all of the downline that I have, and I'm going to say this person right here that's a BQ that has these 2 people under them. I'm going to take this person and I'm going to move her from over here on the side where if you can't see, I'm going to move her down underneath the person that was a senior stylist. And by moving that BQ person down underneath the senior stylist, I made 1 move, and by moving this person and her 2 people that are not BQing yet down here, it turned this stylist that I had as a senior up into a team lead. Okay, so as it turns that person into a team lead, it enables them to get paid more levels deep, and it enables them to begin making more money, because again, as a team lead you get paid 3 levels deep. As a senior stylist you only get paid 2. Okay, I also made another move, and I moved that person that was out here, that's again a BQ, that has 2 people that are not BQing underneath her, and I moved her down underneath this person that only has 1 BQ stylist and then has all these other people. So she's working really hard, but she just hasn't been able to find that next person. So by moving this person down here to this person, then immediately it made this person, it bumped her up to a senior stylist. So now what you see is she's got her 2 BQ people under her, and then she's got all these other people working under her. So by moving this person, it turned her into a senior stylist, and instead of her getting paid one level. As a BQ, we only get paid on one level. So she was only getting paid on this one person right here. Now she's getting paid on that one, plus the one I moved under her. And then she's also getting paid on the next level deep, these 3 here, plus these 2. So by making that one move, I'm able to make her get paid on all 7 of these people instead of just getting paid on one. So that's a huge difference to this person underneath you, this BQ stylist who's working her business hard, but just needs a little bit of extra help if you can move the people around. So things to keep in mind: you can only move somebody in the first 35 days, so you cannot move them after that. It's not like a year from now you can run in and start moving people around. You have to do it immediately. And only a team lead and above can make that move. And when you shift people in team structure, then by shifting them, you're going to be helping everybody. So remember, as I get ranked up, I'm going to be paid more and more levels. So as a director, I get paid 4 levels, right? So it's not hurting me any, because as a director, I have all these people underneath me. I'm still getting paid layers and layers deep, the 6%. But even though it's not hurting me, it's helping the people underneath me tremendously. So just keep in mind, I know that there's been some conversation about this and thinking that if you get bumped that somebody doesn't want to work with you, or they don't like appreciate you, they don't want you to be on their team and all that kind of thing. Don't ever take it like that, because it does happen that people get moved across, and it's not a reflection on you or on the person above you not wanting to you know, be with you or have you under them. This is a reflection of them trying to grow you and trying to grow the people that's above them, or beneath them, but above you. Also, when you get moved, like for instance, when I came in, I was moved over underneath other people. What that meant to me is now, instead of just having the person that sponsored me originally, I now have additional ladies above me that help me out. So those people are there to answer my questions. They're there to help me, you know, whenever I need something, or to encourage me. So it's very important to get to know the other stylists that are on your team, and to, you know, take everybody's advice and be able to grow from that, and to understand that by being moved, it's nothing personal. It's just to help everybody to grow. So so that's kind of the end of this, and just to give you an idea of why we're moving people around. Hopefully that makes sense. And Kelly, did I leave anything out?
I love it so much. I think it's so cool.
Thank you.
Echo. But that was amazing, Diane.
Thank you.
So good. People are commenting and saying this is so awesome. So easy to understand. So I love all these visuals, and this comp plan is amazing. Once you really start learning about it, and don't let it overwhelm you, you guys, because as you move up in rank, it will start to make sense, right? As it applies to you, it will start to make more sense. But it is important to just kind of understand it so you can really maximize it, which is why print this bad boy.
Right.
Watch this video again and again till it starts to make sense. Fill out these rank trackers that we have in Team Nailed It. These are huge, you guys. If you're trying to rank advance, this is like visualization, right?
Exactly.
So, but yeah, this was so great, Diane. I hope you like laminate your little flip chart. I feel like it's
thank you.
Really great, and everyone's commenting and saying how much they loved it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with me. I'm like blown away. Aren't you guys blown away at how much she knows already about the comp plan?
And I'm happy to answer questions. Anybody can send me messages or whatever if you need help with this, or to understand a particular part. Reach out to me, and I'll be happy to help you to, flow through it a little easier. Or I know I tend to talk really fast, so hopefully you were able to get most of it.
Okay, yeah. People ask in the comments of this video. But thanks again, everyone, for watching. And again, just don't let it overwhelm you, as it'll start to make sense over time. And you'll realize what a freaking amazing and generous comp plan this is. It's incredible. So thanks for everyone for watching, and thanks again, Diane, you're amazing. And have a good evening. Bye.
Good night, everybody.